What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and welcome back to your daily Ethereum update, which today is going to be the inflation rate update. A little bit later today, in about 4 hours, we'll get inflation rate numbers year on year, also some core inflation rate numbers. And apart from that, there's just a lot going on around Ethereum, right? I mean, the merge is coming up probably within the next 2 days. It shows here. I think it's actually within the next... I think it's a little bit sooner, but it's hard to predict, right? There's no real timer you can set for it. It just depends on the block difficulty. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, I cover Ethereum daily. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe. But in this video, as I said, we're going to be talking a little bit about the merge, but more about the inflation rate numbers. And then tomorrow I'll talk more about the merge. The merge itself, I've always said, I think we're going to get some sort of a rally. It's getting awfully close. I think the rally is going to take us at least to 1830, but I also think it's going to bring us to 1950, 1940. Still, even though we have dropped down a little bit, which wasn't unexpected, all right? I did say that in my last analysis. But first, a little bit about the inflation rate numbers, then we'll really get into the analysis. So if you want to check that out, check out myfxbook.com and then the economic calendar up here. There you can find it. The most important ones are these three, the high impact ones: year-on-year inflation rate, core inflation rate year-on-year, and the CPI. And it's basically higher than expected, so higher than the consensus is bad, lower than the expected, lower than the consensus is good, all right? And it's impossible to predict that right now, but you should just know that if it's really lower than expected, I expect Ethereum to go up all the way to 1830 at least, and I even think we're going to rally all the way up to 1950. All right, and that could actually extend to 2050 with the merge rally. All right, so we could actually have a very bullish Ethereum very soon, which is going to be interesting. But on the other hand, you should also know that we're just going to drag this away. If the inflation rate is actually higher than expected, what's probably going to happen is you can draw this trend line right here. What's probably going to happen is that we'll have a fake bullish move, and that will then drop down all the way to 1600 or 1550. I do think we'll react quite heavily to that, and then from here we might still be able to get some sort of a merge, some sort of a rally out of the merge, but then reaching 1950 is going to be hard. All right, so the inflation rate numbers are actually quite important, in my opinion at least. So that's a little bit about what I think is going to happen with different news outcomes. To me, I mean, yesterday my analysis, just to go over it, I said we would probably find some more support at around 1700 and then drop down to 1670, which would have been a great trade, even though we're still a little bit bearish. But from here, from where we are right now, if there was no inflation rate at all, I would expect us to go up to 1830. Find some resistance there and then eventually break through it and get up to 1950. But it's a little bit weird to talk about that because the inflation rate is obviously happening, and the market is not really moving like ahead of it. It's just kind of waiting for the results, and as I said, we're either going to get something like this if it's lower than expected, or something like this if it's higher than expected. So it's definitely going to be interesting, to say the least. For now though, that's my analysis and some of the information. Excuse me. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comments. But for now, I want to wish you all a great day, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.